Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, and I'm here to review the Pro Wrestling Illustrated June 2026 issue with MJF on the cover, the AEW World Champion. So let's get to reviewing. They got an ad for vintage magazine packs for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, where you can go on their website and get a bunch of old magazines, which I totally love, so I'm down for that. And I got from the desk of the editor, Kevin. Got the table of contents. Before the bell, got a picture of Adam Hangman Page hitting MJF with an elbow loaded with barbed wire. The media review, they have a review on a new book, Kayfabe News, Unreal News, about, it's titled Kayfabe News, the unreal news about an unreal sport. So they talk about that, just a bunch of, it's supposed to be a funny book about, funny stories and headlines and stuff. And they review it and they give it five out of 5 suplexes. So that's good. So if y'all ever see that book, go buy it. Talking Trash. Here's a list of the top 10 wrestling related items you've been talking about lately and our gut reaction to each. I don't think I'm gonna read all of these, but number 10, Danhausen's debut in WWE. It's the coolest thing to come out of a coffin since the original Misfits box set. So number 9, Tommaso Ciampa turns against Mark Briscoe. The friendship ended when a simple disagreement over the new McDonald's Big Arch burger turned physical. So yeah, they got things like that. Number 1, let me go number 1. CM Punk takes a controversial shot at Roman Reigns' family. If there only had been some kind of prior indication that Punk might be less than demure when handling a hot mic. So they got things like that. Talking Trash. Portrait of a Champion. This talks about a wrestler by the name of Sarah Leon. She's from a native from Madrid, and she's wrestled guys like A-Kid, Axiom, and I guess she's one to look out for. So I guess I got to go on YouTube and see if I can see her matches. They have the crossword puzzle dealing with Lucha Libre names, because Lucha Libre is pretty hot right now with CMLL associations with AEW, and of course WWE buying AAA. So this crossword puzzle has a bunch of Lucha Libre names. Ringside, Page's next chapter. This talks about Adam Page versus MJF at Revolution, and if the stipulation was if Adam Page lost, he would never get another shot at the title, and Adam Page did lose. MJF beat him. So we're trying to figure out what's going to happen with Adam Page now. He's taking some time off, so we don't know what's going to happen to him when he comes back. Is he going to just go back to wrestling regular guys, or is he going to come back in a mask and be like the Midnight Hangman Page or something? And yeah, we don't know. So I guess we'll wait and see. They also talks about Santos Escobar being coming back to wrestling, but they sent him to AAA. Then he got hurt, and I think this is before they actually fired him. So he got injured in AAA, then they fired him. So that sucks, because I'm a big Santos Escobar fan. It's crazy that WWE couldn't find a better use for him. I mean, I loved his group, man. Him and the two the guy that rips off his pants. I can't even think of his name. The guy that rips off his pants, and the other guy. I can't think of names, but they was in the group, and they were a good group, and all of them were good. And it's a shame that none of them are really being used. So the ex gonna kill me that I can't think of those two's name. Hector Garza and his cousin. I think they're cousins. I think, but both of those are really Hector Garza Jr. I should say, and the other guy really good. All three of them were good, and it's a shame WWE couldn't find anything to do with them. They did at first, but then they just stopped. Also talks about Ichiban wins the 2026 ECWA Super 8 trophy. So I've never heard of him, but I guess I could look him up. Also talks about the passing of Dennis Condrey for the Midnight Express. A quick count with Al Castle. This column's for you, where he talks about a bunch of tagline / catchphrases that could be used for WWE and AEW of wrestling characters. The Lockup, where it talks about Danhausen's debut in WWE and how it fell flat, but how he just continued to go, and now he's super over. Like his debut was bad, but he just picked it up and ran with it, and it's been pretty good since. Let's just hope they don't overdo it with him, but so far so good with him. They said it. This is just a bunch of wrestlers with their that have had memorable catchphrases or lines during commentary that this guy remembers. The writer remembers. Harry Burnett, that he remembers. The generational scumbag MJF demands your disrespect. It's just an interview with MJF, the World Heavyweight Champion. And by the time I got this book, he had won a championship from Adam Page. He lost it to Darby Allin, then got it back. So this is, I guess right here, he's a 2-time AEW World Champion, but of course at this time currently he is a 3-time AEW World Champion. He said, I'm not saying I like to be hated, but I assuredly am. So MJF really doesn't care if he's booed or not. He just wants to be the best wrestler in the world, and he's pretty good at it. He is pretty good at it. Wherever I am is the best. Ethan Page's well-earned ego. Picture of Ethan Page when he was still the North American champion. It's like he's being posed at he's being posing at a toy store, which is, he really loves all those action figures. He's a big toy collector, I should say. Talks about how he's paid his dues, and through the indies and through TNA and AEW and finally to WWE. And at this time he's currently in NXT. In this magazine he's currently in NXT, but eventually he came up and he's on, I think he's on SmackDown right now. Yeah, SmackDown roster. So patience and resilience. Wrestling moms who dare to have it all. Where it just talks about becoming a mother in the wrestling business, then after having the baby, coming back into the wrestling. Because back in the day, women usually didn't have kids. They either did it before they got into the business or afterwards. But now a lot of these women are having kids in the middle of their careers. I mean, the first person I saw do it, I think, was Madison Rayne. And she had a baby, then she came back real quick, and then you could not tell her stomach was flat. Like, you had no idea she had just had a kid. But so once she did it, then it just like everybody else started doing it. So they talked to Kelly. I mean, she's Killer Kelly. My bad, Killer Kelly, and talked to Kylie Ray about them having kids in the middle of their careers as they're coming back strong. Of course, Becky Lynch, Mickie James, Of course, Naomi. She's not back yet, but Jade Cargill, Maria Bennett. I guess Maria Bennett. Marina Shafir. Alex Windsor. I didn't know she had a kid, but yes, all these women having it all, having kids and still continuing in the business. Angle for greatness. Why Aaron Wolf is wrestling's next superstar rookie. Okay, he's a guy from New Japan. I really don't follow New Japan, so I don't know much about him. This is the first time I've actually seen him, so they said he had a great debut against Evil. I think he beat Evil for the open weight championship or something like that. But then now of course, Evil is now in NXT as Naruto or something like that. But yeah, they said he's a former judo, Olympic gold medalist in judo. So he's made that transition from judo to pro wrestling. The Reign in Blood. Cross and Bordeaux seize the MLW throne. Yeah, this is Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux now being the current MLW World Champion. MLW World Champion, and it's great that, because MLW's back on YouTube, so at least we can see their work now. So, Killer Cross, it's kind of crazy that WWE really didn't, I guess they didn't see much of him or didn't see him at a certain level, even though all the fans did. So now he can go to one place that they will allow him to be who he wants to be, and we'll be able to see it on TV, so on MLW, so that'll be good. And this guy right here, Joshua Bishop, like I said, I'm one of the few TNA fans out there, and he's the guy, this Josh Bishop, who would be perfect for TNA. I don't know why they don't sign this guy. He would be perfect for that company. I mean, he's getting beat up in this picture, but he's a superstar talent, I think. And it's crazy TNA wouldn't sign him. Hopefully they will, because apparently they're losing a lot of talent already, so they're gonna have to replenish. Media scrum, or just the scrum, with Mackenzie Mitchell. Picture of Mackenzie Mitchell. Paramount concerns. Thwarting Netflix, Paramount Skydance countered with a hefty offer to become the likely owner of Warner Brothers Discovery. AEW could benefit if it doesn't become a cost-cutting casualty. So there's a lot of rumors about, Paramount, which has connections to UFC, which has connections to TKO, which has connections to WWE, and they might not want AEW on the network. So it's just a lot of stuff going on and all that stuff. So we don't know really what's going on. They talk about TNA Impact's ratings, which actually were going up because the first show started low, but after that the ratings rose up. So that's a good thing. So, but then as of now, they kind of went down, even though last week's was kind of got back up a little bit. But hopefully, I heard somebody say something that AMC is actually happy with TNA numbers, happy with the product. So hopefully, that I don't want to go on a rant about TNA, but if they just need better creative, man. If they can get their creative going, because it's not great and losing all the talent, but they've always lost talent. It's just they gotta be able to have the creative to get new talent and build them up. So yeah, but that's my my pro TNA rant, since I'm one of the few that actually likes it. But reboots, sequels, and dating tips. Like, I don't get to these new issues of Pro Wrestling Illustrated all the time, so I don't know if all these columns are normal or just put there every once in a while. So I don't know what these columns are, but this shows a picture of Chris Jericho with Ellie Fanning at the Margot It's got Money Trouble's movie premiere. Talks about the Bella twins. International Women. The first full weekend in March saw women wrestling spotlighted in the U.S., Mexico, and the United Kingdom. Got a picture of Speedball Mike Bailey. Designing a new chapter. Mackenzie Mitchell talks about her new book, Threads of Triumph, where it just talks about wrestling gear, wrestlers and their wrestling gear throughout the years, and how they're made and how they help make a wrestler or break a wrestler, so stuff like that. And a column, Cup Runneth Over, talks about the NWA Signature Tag Tourney returns, which is the Crockett Cup. Claudio Castagnoli grows his CV while a dominant new women's tag team emerges. So I guess because talk about the Crockett Cup, the Gallows and Anderson are in that. Claudio is wrestling in CMLL. I think he was like the champion. I think. And the new dominant women's tag team was Lash Legend and Nia Jax. The Big Flexer, 12 questions for Alexa Littlefoot. So I remember she was actually on Twitter as a fan, but then she became a wrestler. So just 12 questions for her. That's cool to see somebody on Twitter, and then they get to live out their dream. So big shout out to Alexa Littlefoot. Bill of Fights. So this is about a guy named Billy Dixon, and he's just talking about his travels in the independent wrestling. And over here they're talking about Lucha Libre, talking about the success of AAA and CMLL. For Carat and Crown, in March, European wrestling royalty reigned from London to Oberhausen and beyond. So I guess just talking about wrestling in Europe. And coast to coast excitement in Ontario, Canada. I know how Ontario, Canada. C4 Wrestling crowns an inaugural women's champion before two of its other title holders are dethroned. Mercedes Martinez returns to Canada to compete. So I guess just talking about wrestling in Canada, women's wrestling in Canada. This is Gabby Fortes power slams Amira Shahar. Just screwing up these people's names left and right. The Indie Report, where it's just people report on the shows they watch, the indie shows that they watch. Ontario. I know how to pronounce Ontario, Canada. Ontario. Jesus. Crossing the line. Well before the company enjoyed a working relationship with NXT, TNA was where WWE stars went to break new grounds and reinvent themselves. So this is actually kind of a positive story about TNA, which is amazing because you never see that anywhere, at least not online. So good on them. Okay, you got the official ratings. Okay, the top 10 heavyweights. The heavyweight number one, top 10 wrestlers. Number one is the AEW World Champion, MJF. Number two is the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes. Number three, the WWF World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. And of course, this is before WrestleMania, because Roman is the new champ now. Number four, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Yoda. I can't even pronounce that guy's name. I'm not familiar with New Japan Wrestling or All Japan Wrestling or Noah. So, number five is the TNA World Champion, Mike Santana. Number six, Randy Orton. Number 7, the AAA Mega Champion Dominic Mysterio. Number 8, the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion Hinchicero. Number 9, the GHC Heavyweight Champion Inamura. He was the guy that used to be in NXT that was teamed up with that guy Brooks or Jensen, whichever one is. Yeah, I think it was Jensen. I think. Yeah, so they teamed up. Then Jensen turned on him. And then number 10 is the All Japan Triple Crown Champion Kento Miyahara. I guess I'm not even sure. All right, top 10 tag teams. Top number 1, the AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR, and of course this is before they lost the AEW Tag Team Champions to Christian and Cope. Number 2, the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Knockout Brothers. I don't know who these guys. I need to go on YouTube and look at these guys because I see them they're in their top 10 a lot. So I need to know who they are. Number 3, the WWE World Women's Tag Team Champions, the Irresistible Forces. Number 4, the CML World Tag Team Champions, Los Hermanos Chavez, another group team I need to look up. Number 5, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Number 6, the TNA World Champions, the Hardys. Number 7, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion. Number 8, the AEW World Trios Tag Team Champions, Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey, and Mystico. Number 9, the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Los Tranquilos de Japón. And number 10 is the AAA World Tag Team Champions, Pagano and Psycho Clown. And this was before, I'm pretty sure the Viking Raiders beat them for the AAA World Tag Team Champions. So they're the ratings for the champions, and just ratings for wrestlers in general from all the companies. Okay, somebody got it. The top 10 list of top 10 promotions you should watch on YouTube. Number 1, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Number 2, Lucha Libre AAA. Number 3, Major League Wrestling. Number 4, Classic ECW. Number 5, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Number 6, All Elite Wrestling. Number 7, Game Changer Wrestling. Number 8, Micro Wrestling Federation. Number 9, National Wrestling Alliance. Number 10, River City Championship Wrestling. And the top 10 wrestlers I wish would go away. Number 1, The Miz. Number 2, Death Riders. Number 3, Joe Henry. Number 4, Elijah. Number 5, JC Jane. Number 6, R-Truth. Number 7, Seth Rollins. Number 8, Mercedes Moné. Number 9, Grande Americano. And number 10, The Acclaimed. So I guess these are by fans are sending in these top 10 lists. I have to send in my own one day. Okay, and they got Jason Colin with his cartoon drawings. Remember the ad for the PWI podcast hosted by Al Castle and Brian R. Solomon. Okay, this has been a review of the June 2026 issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated with MJF on the cover. Thanks for watching.